to be a mediocre, the living Jesus, the living Jesus. And I simply understand that mediocre, but that did the minimum. And I must tell you that the minimum will never glorify God. And God has not called us to live or to operate on the minimum threshold. Praise the living Jesus. And God has not called us to live or to operate on the minimum threshold. Praise the living Jesus. Jesus. So God has called us into maximizing our potentials. And I may shock you this afternoon that excellence is not a gift. It's a gift. Excellence is not a prayer point. Excellence has to be learnt, has to be cultivated. Excellence is an attitude. You know, I saw a movie, and a word in that movie caught my attention. It said, how you do anything is how you do everything. How you do anything is how you do everything. The kind of attitude we bring into our academics, by the time you are out of the university, you will realize that that same attitude is likely to what? To rub off on every other aspect of your life. Praise the living Jesus. So excellence is an attitude that we must deliberately cultivate, and we must reject and be angry with what? With mediocrity. So it is not about what you do, but it is more about how did you do it. It is more about what? How did you do it? Praise the living Jesus. So as a student, how do you start the semester? How do you start the semester? How do you respond to your lectures, to your assignments? How do you respond to your lectures? If you find a student that has an habit of coming late to class, watch out. That student most likely will graduate to become an employee that will also continue to come late. I've worked with different kind of colleagues, and I've had the opportunity of working with colleagues that demonstrate excellence, and even those that demonstrate mediocrity. And I know it did not start one day. It started as a student. So you must ensure that you have a zero tolerance for what? For mediocrity. How do you respond to assignments you are given? Do you wait till the last minute? Do you wait till the last minute before you start attempting to turn in the assignments? Or do you just wait for a friend or for a colleague whom you know is on a first class, and the next thing you do is you dub? Now, you have also submitted the assignment like every other person, but you know you did not go through the process. And it is process that defines us. Praise the living Jesus. You have an assignment where you are supposed to carry out a research. That assignment is supposed to form something within you. It's supposed to develop certain competencies that you will need for life and destiny. You know, it's a wonderful thing to finish with first class. But I came across a post, and the person said a first class has a lifespan of an average, the average lifespan of first class is 2 years. And you know what that means? That means after you have made the first class out of you. But that is not all. Now, what are you going to do with the first class? As a result of that first class, you can get a job. But the moment you get that job, it is no longer about the first class you got. It is now about you. What are you bringing to the table? And gamble. And the moment he got to the interview, they told him, yes, 55% of our employees, they are first class, apart from academics. Because some of them